Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you today about how I have my setup for selling paparazzi when I do a live on Facebook, and then what I do afterwards to keep my inventory and stuff straight so I send the correct things to the right people. All right, so I'm going to be walking around with my camera here some, so I'll try to be as steady as I possibly can with it. First off, when I do my lives, I usually use my iPad to video. Sometimes I sit, sometimes I stand. It depends if I have a helper with me that day or not. My daughter likes to help, so if she's here and helping, then I usually sit because I can just hand her stuff. If she's not here, then I need to stand because I need to move around more. All right, first up, so I'll have a live. People will say, you know, I want number whatever, sold number whatever, claim whatever. Or after the live, I sometimes get messages that, hey, I'd like to have such and such number. When that happens, if I am selling by myself, I will take a piece of paper and a pen and just jot the person's name down. Sometimes I just put their initials if I know them, and I'll put their name down on a little slip of paper. And this is if I'm selling by myself, if my daughter's not here. And then I have these little bins that I'll just put the name in that bin, and then I'll put the item or items that they want in that bin as I'm doing my live. If I'm working with my daughter, then what I normally do is I have this shoe holder, and if I were to get another one, I would get plastic sleeves because the mesh is not always the best for jewelry. But I have slips of paper with everybody's name and a clothespin with everybody's name on it that is a customer of mine. And the ones around the side haven't bought in this last or most recent sale. The ones that are here in the middle have bought things. So that's what I do. I drop them in there. If my helper's helping, she'll put them in a bag if she's able to. If not, I'll go back and put them in the bag so they don't get tangled. All right, so that's where they go during the live. After the live is over, what I do is I'll take the bins from back there, or I take the baskets, and I go through and I mark a card with where they're at. Whoops. Okay, let me put this down. So I'll mark a card with how many they have until they get their free item. So that I have that ready to go. And then I will take their bin wherever I'm going to do my PayPal invoices at, and I'll take their bin, and a lot of times I do them just right there. And I go to PayPal and send the invoice. Once I've sent the invoice, I take one of the bags, I use my marker, and I write their name on the bag. Some people I ship to, some people they pick up from me, you know, we meet or whatever, church or whatever. So once I have their stuff in the bag and I've sent the PayPal invoice, the next thing I need to do is wait for them to pay. So once they pay, then if I'm going to be shipping it, I will get it ready for shipping. I don't get it ready for shipping until they pay, because I have had customers that tell me they want something and they actually didn't pay for it, so I had to put it back, and I don't want to waste these folders or these envelopes if they're not going to buy. I use these bubble pink envelopes. I also save this paper from paparazzi and rewrap things in it to try and protect it a little bit more. And then I put their name on the envelope, get it ready for mailing, and then I take them to the mailbox or take them to the post office. I send from the post office. I don't use an online app at this time. I'm going to also pick you up here again and take you and show you. I just have a few bins here where I put stuff. So I have a bin. Once that I've sent the invoices, I will put the items in here. I cleaned them out for the video here, but once they are paid, I put them in here so I know they're ready to pack in the envelopes to get ready to be mailed. And then when they're ready to ship, I put them in here so I can just grab these when I head to the post office. All right, so that's how I set up for my shipping and getting things ready so I can keep track of who bought what and make sure people get the right items. Now, how do I figure out what I'm selling? It depends. If I'm doing a live with a hostess, then I pick a variety. I pick long necklaces, short necklaces, rings, earrings, bracelets, and I try and pick a variety of each type. Like for example, for bracelets, I make sure I pick bangles, cuffs, the ones that connect like this with the strings. I make sure I pick stretchy ones that connect with the lobster clasp, wraps. So I have a variety. I also survey my group beforehand to see if they have any preferences or to see if they have any particular colors that they like. And I will pull more of those colors than the others. If I'm just doing a quick 10-15 minute live, a lot of times I just pull one type of thing. So I will pull 15, 20 lobster clasp bracelets, or I just did a live on my lanyards, so I showed all lanyards. I did another live with long tassel necklaces, so I only showed the long tassel necklaces. I only showed maybe 15 of them. It only took me maybe 10-15 minutes, and the live was over. So that's how I set my short lives up, and then my longer lives if I have a hostess. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer what I can. And if you have any constructive criticism or advice for me, I would appreciate it. This is not the way I set it up when I first started doing this, so I'm constantly changing and trying to make things better, more efficient for myself. Thank you. Bye.